John Ericsson developed about everything in steam technology. So he saw how steam technology was consuming fossil fuels, and that began to worry him greatly. And so he, like Michaud, decided that human progress would someday come to a grinding halt unless people reap the rays of the sun. So he spent his last 20 years building solar motors using curved mirrors. He had almost built a competitive device when he died, and he took the secrets to his grave.
In the last 2 centuries, many people have tried to put the heat of the sun to work. In the early 1900s, inventor Frank Schumann designed a complex system that worked better than anything that had yet been devised. But Schumann was derailed, first by World War I, and later by the discovery of abundant oil reserves in sun-drenched regions like California, Burma, Venezuela, Iraq, areas that would otherwise have been prime candidates for solar installations. Luckily, another much more effective path to solar electricity had long since begun to show itself.
In the 1870s, people discovered that selenium was sensitive to light. And one group of scientists named Adams and Day in 1876 discovered that if light was placed near selenium, you could get a electrical current, which they said was a completely new phenomenon. They call it the photoelectric effect. And because this threw the first wrench into classical physics, this and other problems that couldn't be answered by the physics of the day stimulated Einstein to look at this question, and he came up with this bold theory that light not only came as a wave, but as a particle of energy. Now, they called this Einstein's folly, but in 1923, it was discovered that indeed, empirically, this happened, and Einstein received the Nobel Prize for his work in photoelectricity. It meant that scientists would focus on photovoltaics for the first time without fear of any kind of retribution from their colleagues.